Well, okay then. That was a lot. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another one of our weekly Attack on Titan final season discussion videos. Today we're here to talk all about episode 13, Children of the Forest. But before we get into that, quick reminder if you haven't done so yet to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, set notifications to all, let all of AniTube know that you're here, and without further ado, we are gonna go ahead and dig right into this thing. Where do I even start? Why don't we start with Niccolo? Why don't we start with Niccolo? How does that sound? So, I remember hearing a lot that people assumed that the last thing Sasha said when she died was meat, right? Because we know that. But the way it sounded was she started with Niccolo, right? So a few people assumed that she was gonna say Niccolo. Now, from what I gather, this is false. Like, she really did say meat. But I always thought it was interesting, the idea that maybe we thought she was saying meat, but really she was calling out for Niccolo. Because we know that they have a history, right? And this episode really hit me upside the head the same way Niccolo hit my boy upside his head. Because I was not emotionally prepared for what was gonna happen. This week had a lot of moments where the scouts are suddenly on the back foot, right? The scouts have been on the back foot the entire season, right? And honestly, if you're asking which side I'm picking, even though it's fictional and I like basically everybody, well, I like most of the characters, and even the ones that I dislike outside of like one who I'll get to in a second. Outside of that one character who we'll get to, I at least understand why the characters who I'm mad at are acting the way they are. I'm with the scouts, if you're wondering. But that's where my allegiance is, and seemingly that's where Niccolo's is as well. He was with the scouts because Sasha was with the scouts, and that's where his heart is, and that's where my heart is too. And when Niccolo finds out, I was not emotionally prepared. That is the big takeaway, right? I'm going to stress this too, because I'm sure everyone's going to be like, but what about this scene, and this scene, and that scene? I'm not an episode recap. I am a discussion. These are discussion videos. And usually, these are supposed to be lo-fi, chill kind of anime reviews so that you can chill out and study to or whatever. You know, we have a lo-fi thing going on here on the channel. I like to kind of keep things mellow. Today is not going to be one of those videos. I am emotional, and you will know about it. Because the instant they walked into that room, the instant that happened, because Niccolo has this big blow up on Jean, right? Like, he has this big like blow up, like, don't touch that. That's not for people like you. That's not for islanders, right? And he's like, whoa, like, don't know why that sounded like Mario. Whoa, but he does go like, whoa, Niccolo, where the hell is that coming from? And he's like, don't touch me, like, and he's like freaking out. And Jean's like, what the hell is your deal? And we find out later, like, Jean says, like, wait, you were protecting me? And he's like, Sa, right? Like, who knows? Because he's like, I don't know anything anymore. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because he gets a lot thrown at him this week. Poor Niccolo, man. Like, everything that gets thrown at him this episode, to me, Niccolo was a lot of us, right? And I'm just going to cut to it because, like, we all know what happened. And Niccolo, like, finding out when... First of all, Gabi. Oh my god. What an idiot. But she's a kid. But she's just a kid. Shut your face. Shut up. I know. Oh my god, I know. Every week, week in, week out, Gabi supporters desperately, but she's just a kid. I get it. Falco's a kid too. Do you want to know the difference between Falco and Gabi? One can read the room. Jesus. Like, when he's like, did you kill a girl? Right? Like, he was shocked, right? Like, oh my god. And Falco's like, Gabi, shut up. Like, immediately, like, and Gabi's like, yeah, I did. It was awesome. I liked it. She didn't say I liked it, but she might as well have. She's like, I did, and that's just the start. We're gonna have our revenge. We're gonna burn it all down, man. And I'm like, Gabi, shut up. Just, this character drives me insane. God. And I'm sure people are gonna be like, why is he so mad? First of all, it's a YouTube video. I'm playing it up a little bit. God damn. But at the same time, yeah, the emotion inside is real. I'm playing it up for the mic, obviously. Because after I finish recording these, I really don't think about any show after that. Like, I'm just, like, I'll think about little things here and there. You know, like, someone mentions Titan, I'll be like, oh, Titan, yay. But for the most part, I don't really hate Gabi after I finish recording, right? And I do hate Gabi. I do. But I get it. I do. Right? Because so many people think I just hate Gabi, right? And if you think that Gabi's the one character that I hate that I'm gonna get to, you're wrong. Like, I hate Gabi, but I understand Gabi. There's one character who I hate, and I don't care what your logical reason is. I truly don't. I've always hated this character. We'll get to them as we go. At least with Gabi, I get it. She is a kid. She was taught this stuff. And people have rightfully pointed out that it's like, yes, you're right, that Falco is different. However, Falco sort of comes from a background where, like, people had sort of made him aware that people aren't that different from each other, right? Doesn't excuse Gabi being R words towards other people. I can't say that, or I'll get demonetized. Doesn't change anything, but I at least get it. You know, like, I understand where Gabi's coming from. However, she's still rock bottom stupid. I don't know if she gets that from the brawn side of the family. Maybe that's why they're called brawn. Maybe that's why, because they're all brawn, no brain. Just head, no brain, head empty. No thoughts at all in there. Gabi just absolute moron. And once again, gets Falco beamed upside his head. Like, once again, Gabi, like, gives Falco a beating without even having to lay a hand on him. Because Gabi sucks! She's so bad! Oh, I hate this character. But I get it. There's another character who I'm gonna be even more upset about. We'll get there as we go. But I just had to get that out of my system. However, I think finally she's starting to get it. Finally, right? I thought she would have got it with the whole, like, I believe her name is Hannah? Hannah? I definitely got that wrong. The girl who Sasha saved forever ago. I thought that was the tipping point. Apparently not. Gabi's still a colossal idiot. But we're working on it. I feel like this was the tipping point. The fact that Sasha's dad, who she's been living with, right? This dude trusted her, right? The fact that they've been together, and he had no idea that he was literally sheltering the child who killed his child, right? The one who killed Sasha. But he doesn't kill her, because he has the best line, arguably, of the entire series. And I wrote it down. Sasha's dad says, "We've got to keep the youngins out of the forest. Otherwise, ain't nothing gonna stop it from happening again. That's why it's up to us adults to shoulder the sins of the past." That is probably the deepest moment for me of this entire season. Like, that to me hit so hard. And I'm so happy that, like, if you're going to take away one of my favorite characters, right? You're gonna kill Sasha. Her death better have fucking meant something. Right? Like, that death better have meant something. And it did. If it was any other character, I don't think it would have hit as hard for us, the viewers. And the fact that I don't think it would have hit as hard in the narrative either. It had to be Sasha. Which kills me to say. Had to be Sasha. And her old man giving that line to me impacted me in such a big way. Because it showed... like, it showed Gabi the varying personalities of these island devils, you know? How she was wrong. And then the one person who she thought she could trust here tried to kill her. Because she killed Sasha. Rightfully so. Right? Like, rightfully so. I get why Gabi killed Sasha, and I get why the kid who saved Sasha tried to kill Gabi. Can't think of her name right now. I think it's Hannah, but I could be wrong. I get why she tried to kill Gabi. I 1000% get it, because, like, she's like, I thought you were my friend. I thought you were somebody I could rely on. I wanted to be like Sasha and help you, only to find out you killed Sasha. You used me, right? Like, I get why she's pissed. And Gabi being like, but they killed, think about your Marleyan pride. Like, aren't you, like, trying to fight against, don't let these devils control you. And I'm like, Gabi, shut your big, dumb mouth. Stop talking. Which is hilarious coming from me. But it's true. Gabi's an idiot. I really don't care what Gabi's supporters say at this point. Like, she's an idiot. I have to assume if you like Gabi, you either like dumb characters, which don't get me wrong, I like big dumb characters. I do, right? Some of my favorite characters are big dumb characters, right? But Gabi's infuriating, so you have to like the annoying dumb characters, not the fun-loving dumb characters, the annoying, rock-bottom, stupid, irritating characters. Oh, but actually, I like the I don't care. I don't care. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm not saying you're bad for liking Gabi. I'm saying I judge you slightly for liking Gabi, but I don't judge you less as a human being. I just judge your taste in characters a little bit. And that's the one thing I gotta stress. You like Gabi, I don't care. But, my God, can we stop attacking each other in terms of, like, how they are as a person? Saying people are bad people for not liking Gabi. Shut up. So dumb. Like, this episode in particular should show you that that's dumb. If you genuinely think that people not liking Gabi makes them a bad person, or vice versa, you think that people liking Gabi makes them a bad person, shut up. Stop. I don't care if you like Gabi. I don't like Gabi, so I will kind of be like, you like Gabi? That's weird, right? But I'm not gonna think less of you as a human being. There it is. Got it out of my system. However, I will think less of you if you like Floch! This is where we'll talk about Floch. This is the character I've always hated. I hate Floch so much, right? I hate Floch, and I actually don't know what Isayama was trying to say with this character. Is Floch supposed to be irritating? He's always been annoying. Even before he liked Eren, I just thought Floch was absurdly annoying, right? Just like, this is dumb. The scouts are dumb. I hate this plan. I don't want to do this. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, why couldn't you have died in the charge? Like, why couldn't you have died when my husbando was taken from me? Why couldn't it have been Floch? I hate Floch. He's the worst. I hate everything about this character. And the fact, look at his big dumb face. That, like, shh face. I'm like, boy, if you don't get your goofy looking ass out my face. God damn it. Like, the fact that we were making genuine progress. Gabi was sitting there in that room with Mikasa and Armin going, why did you protect me? And Mikasa says, I don't know. I don't have an answer. She's like, don't you want to kill me? And Armin's like, no. And even I'm like, I don't really want Gabi to die either. I've said that before. Like, I've made the jokes like, Gabi killed Sasha, so now she's got to die. You want my honest take here? You want my honest opinion? No, I don't want Gabi to die. I want Gabi to get better. I want Gabi to learn a lesson. I don't even really want Zeke to die, although I kind of do because Zeke is directly responsible for my favorite character, not just the Titan, but in all of anime dying. So I do kind of want to see Zeke die. I don't want Gabi to die. I don't want Reiner to die. You know who I want to die? Floch! And Zeke, I guess. But mostly Floch. Floch sucks. He's just the worst. I've always hated this character. I don't even have a good reason. I dislike Floch the same reasons I dislike Bertolt. I just don't know. You know how sometimes they're just characters that you're like, I don't know why I dislike this character. I just don't like them, right? Like, I don't know why. I just don't, right? And that's how I've always been. If you go back to my Season 3 Part 2 videos, I never liked Floch. Like, ever, right? I don't have a good reason as to why. I just didn't. I don't know. I just, and seeing him now I'm like, I didn't like you before because you were smack-talking my husbando's death and you were whining the entire time you've ever been on screen. Just complaining and whinging, right? Just whinging every time he's on screen. And now instead of whinging, he stopped whinging. I'll give him that. Oh, he stopped whinging, all right. But now he's betraying everybody and serving Aaron, the guy who he said he didn't like until suddenly he liked him now because it serves his needs. Fuck Floch. Fuck him. I can't stand Floch. Just the worst. And what kills me, again, I need to stress this. What kills me is that this idiot showed up when progress was being made. When Gabi says, "Why did you save me?" she doesn't get an answer because then Aaron shows up. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little happy to see him. I'm not gonna lie, even though he's doing bad things, I'm like, Aaron, you just want to shake him. Like, Aaron, what are you doing? Just tell me what's going on. But like, yeah, Aaron shows up. Gabi's mortified. I don't blame her because that's a terrifying situation to be in. Because he has his hand cut, so I'm like, oh shit, he's like a time bomb now. But Gabi has this moment of pause. And I genuinely think this is the moment that shook her to her core. It wasn't enough the first time. It needed to happen again and happen big, and she needed to almost lose Falco. Almost. He better be okay, by the way. I swear to G, he better be okay. I don't blame Niccolo for that, because I blame Gabi for that. That was Gabi. Although Niccolo, bruh, she's a kid. But like at the same time, yeah. I'm not gonna be upset if Gabi gets hit upside the head with a wine bottle. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But Falco's my boy. And she needed to have that moment of almost losing Falco. It had to happen, right? She had to almost lose Falco. She had to be given mercy, and then almost have that mercy taken away, and then have that moment of like, why did you save me? I don't know. You wanna know why? Because they're all people, Gabi. They're people. Just like Marlians, just like Eldians, Marlians, all that shit doesn't matter. It's stupid to judge people based off where they're from, what they look like, who they bang, what religion they have. All of it's dumb. You're all people. Stop fighting over stupid, trivial things. You get what I'm saying? I kind of stopped talking about Gabi there. But you know what I mean. The point stands. Gabi just had to have that shake-up, and it felt like it was really happening. And Niccolo having that moment of like, what's wrong with me? It was a kid. Like, what did I do that for? Like, I almost killed Falco. Like what's wrong with me? Like, is this atonement? Like, is this, I don't think I'll ever be able to I don't think I'll ever be able to forgive everybody, but is this enough? To Sasha's dad, you know, asking like, did I do enough? Have I done enough? Like, Niccolo and Gabi had moments of pure, genuine growth. And then freaking Floch shows up and ruins it all. It'd be different if it was Aaron. Like, if it was just Aaron, I'd feel differently. But the fact that Floch shows up and ruins it, and points a gun at my boy, Onion Boy, Onion Campon. I definitely said his name wrong. How dare you, sir? And then points a gun at Hanji. And to a lesser extent, Jean and Connie, but Jean and Connie can handle Floch. I feel Jean and Connie would lay Floch the freak out. One punch! I guarantee it. Floch's a punk bitch. Sorry. God, I really hate that character. I don't know what the hell came over me. Oh, Levi! Oh my god, oh wow, I totally forgot to talk about Levi. I was gonna end the video there. Completely forgot to talk about Levi, and I want to. Levi, this week, really broke my heart. And I think the reason why is because he finally gets his big Obi-Wan moment. What do I mean by his big Obi-Wan moment? Well, I loved you, Anakin. No, you were my brother, Anakin. I loved you. That's the proper line. I don't know why I started with I love you, but you were my brother, Anakin. I loved you. Just replace Anakin with Aaron. You were my brother, Aaron. I loved you. That's basically what it is. And Levi has this moment of just sitting there, dialing it all in. There's a beautiful shot of the big-ass trees. Look, Aaron, there's some big-ass trees. Look at these big-ass trees, Aaron. Just a big throwback to season 1. Look at these big-ass trees. And in these big-ass trees, you see flashes of all the people who died to save Aaron, because Levi felt like Aaron was the hope. Aaron was the chosen one, right? Aaron was the new hope. And Levi put all his faith in him. And so did Erwin. And so did everybody that died. So if they all died, Levi's still there. Levi suddenly has to bear the weight of that guilt and know that it might have been for nothing. That is some heavy stuff. And with Erwin gone, not only is Levi my pretty much last remaining husbando, but he's also my second most favorite character in the show. So obviously I'm with him on this. It is part of the reason why I'm still with the Scouts. Wherever Levi's going, I'm going. But the fact that he's just left there shook and sort of has to process these emotions, like really dial in what's happened. It's a lot to take in. And to me, like, it's such a like heart-wrenching moment, but I love that it is preceded by him giving Zeke shit. Because again, I love Zeke. He's entertaining as hell. But he killed my husbando, my beloved, my Erwin Smith. He killed him, my eyebrow captain. And so for that, this man's gotta die. Zeke and Floch have to die. Every other character I don't necessarily want to die. I either just hate them and want to see them change, or I feel very complex emotions about them. Example, Reiner. Have very complex emotions about Reiner. Reiner got one of my other favorite characters killed, Marco, but at the same time, I get it. Because even then, like, he has that moment of like, what's happening to Marco? Right, like, what's going on with, why aren't we helping Marco, right? Like, he had that mental snap, so I kind of give him some leeway. Zeke knowingly killed Erwin, and Zeke shows no remorse at all about Ragako, which I did admittedly have to write down, but has no remorse about Ragako at all, which is Connie's village, which is messed up. Shows absolutely no remorse, and for that, he's gotta die. Gabi is starting to realize that she's made a mistake. Zeke knows what he's done is wrong. He just doesn't give a shit. And so for that, he's gotta go. And Floch has to die just because he's annoying. And, I mean, Titan already gave me my wish when I was like, I hope Bert dies. Because I never liked Bert. Again, not sure why. I just wanted Bert out of the story because he bothered me. And Armin's one of my favorite characters. So that was a wonderful moment back in Season 3, Part 2. However, now, Zeke's gotta die, and it's gotta be Levi. And I do think that's still gonna happen. I don't know when, I don't know how. That's gotta happen. But I think that's everything. I think I got everything out of my system. This was a long one. I had emotions this week. I was like, Levi, I was in my emotions this week. But I think that's everything. So with that said, everybody, that is going to wrap up today's video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to boop that up snoot, share if you care, leave a comment down below. And of course, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, set notifications to all, let all of AnyTube know that you're here. And before we go, as always, I want to give a big thank you to the good folks in the T Squadron. Look at these beautiful people. Look at all these beautiful names. And hey, if you'd like to join these beautiful people, there are 2 ways to do so. The first is by hitting that join button right beside the sub button. That gets you a badge next to your name, some emotes to spam in the comments, and of course your name scrolling past the screen here. Or you could check out that Patreon link in the description. Either way, it is super appreciated. So once again, a big thank you to the good folks of the T Squadron. My throat hurts. I don't know why. I've been in a funny mood all day, so I just felt like screaming. I'm not actually mad, in case anybody's like, is he really mad? Like, no, I'm not actually mad. I just felt like screaming, and this felt like a good episode to do it in, so that was fun. Anyway, bye!